Hello my dear children. Welcome back to the another session of our English class. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. How was your exam? Hope you all wrote the exam very well. Am I right? Dear students, we began the second unit, Wings and Wheels. And we completed the first lesson, A Shipwrecked Sailor. So today we will meet a new interesting lesson. So all of you take page number 64. Dear students, do you like train journey? Train journey is very interesting, am I right? Do you know the movement and rhythm of train? Have you ever traveled by a train? What difference do you observe between a train journey and a road journey? You all know that train journey is an exciting experience, am I right? Here we will deal with a beautiful poem that presents a thrilling experience of a train journey. What is the title of the poem? All of you read it? Yes, from a railway carriage. Students, now all of you read the sentences given just below the title. Children who have travelled by trains would have had an exciting experience. Besides the rhythm and movement of the train, there are the rushing scenes outside the window to look at. Here the poet presents a thrilling experience of a train journey in the 19th century. Who is the author of this poem? Yes, very good. Robert Louis Stevenson is the author of this poem from a railway carriage. Shall we go through the profile of the author Robert Louis Stevenson? Okay, let's go. Robert Louis Stevenson was born in 1850, was a Scottish novelist, poet, essayist and travel writer. He is well known for his children's classics too. His most famous works are Treasure Island, Kidnapped and Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He also composed music for the flageolet, a kind of keyed soprano recorder, and he was died in 1894. Hope you all understood the profile of Robert Louis Stevenson. Now I'll give you a recitation of the poem from A Railway Carriage. All of you listen carefully. Faster than fairies, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle, all through the meadows, the horses and cattle. All of the sides of the hill and the plain fly as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp who stands and gazes, and here is the green for stringing the daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. All of you listen to the recitation once again and try to recite it yourself. And identify the difficult words also. Hope you all recited the poem and identified the difficult words. Shall we discuss those words and their meanings? Okay, let's go. Fairy, an imaginary being with magical power, which a woman have evil magic power. Hedge, a row of bushes. Here you can see the image of hedge. Ditch, a long narrow channel that carries wastewater. Here is a picture of ditch. Charging, rushing forward. Troops, soldiers. Meadow, an area of land covered in grass. This is the picture of meadow. Driving means having great force. In the wink of an eye means within a very short time. Whistle by, to move rapidly, making the sound of a whistle. Clamber, to climb with difficulty. Scrambles means to move quickly using one's hands. Bramble, a kind of fruit. Here you can see the picture of bramble. Tramp means a person who wanders from place to place. Stringing means to look long and steadily. Lump means to proceed hardly. Glimpse means a momentary view. Okay, hope you all understood the meanings of the difficult words. Now I'll give you a short summary of the poem from a railway carriage. In the first stanza, the poet describes the sights that he notices while traveling in the train. He says that the train runs faster than the fairies. That means an imaginary creature with magic powers can fly and witches can move. The train moves or rushes forward like the way the soldiers attack their enemies in the battlefield. It rushes on leaving behind bridges, houses, fences and ditches, and also the green fields where horses and cattle are grazing. The poet further says that the train crosses all the scenes of hill and plain as quick as one drop of rain follows another drop in a storm. In the next moment, the train passes railway stations with a whistle and the stations look like painted pictures. In the second stanza, the poet sees a child climbing a steep ground with difficulty through the window of his compartment. During climbing, he was also gathering blackberries. As the train moves forward, the poet also sees a homeless person looking at the train with amazement. Here the poet also sees some daisy flowers in the grassy areas. The poet then sees a cart full of load with a cart driver sitting on the top of the load, moving slowly on the highway. While traveling in the train, he also gets a glimpse of a mill and a river by its side. All these objects appeared and disappeared so quickly that the poet could only get a glimpse of them and they can never be seen again. Students, this is the summary of the poem. Hope you all understood the summary. Now what you have to do is read this poem very well and try to write the answers for the questions given in the textbook. We will meet in the next class with the activities based on this lesson. Thank you, dear children.